Hello and welcome to my Poke Life as American Nerd. My name is Eddie, and today we have with us a very special treat. They are the highlight of Scare Fair this year. Scare Fair is on October 30th, and when it gets dark, they're going to entertain us. It's American Zombie. How you doing, guys?
How you doing, Eddie?
Doing great.
Let me get you guys' names real quick from left to right.
Tony Sandoval, guitar.
RJ Blaze, vocals.
Johnny Embers, bass.
All right. All
And
right.
production. And video.
No.
No?
So, how long have you guys been doing this as a band together?
2009?
2009.
Yeah.
10 years.
Have you guys been on other bands prior to this?
Oh, yeah, many bands. John and I are an original band called Nexus Inferno, industrial metal.
Uh-huh.
Tony's toured all over the world.
We're all veterans.
Yeah.
And so, what made you guys decide to do a Rob Zombie cover band?
Well, it's more of a tribute band than a cover band.
Okay.
We wanted to bring the essence of Zombie live we just wanted to have a great time. We love the music. We love the theatrics. And no one was doing it at this level when we started.
You know, I think at the time, years ago, had a party. RJ and I did a zombie song, and then we decided, hey, why don't we do a zombie tribute? And I was like, well, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it right. And we did it with the tracks and the video, makeup, we're bringing the whole production.
Yeah, that's what makes you guys stand out more than other bands. You mentioned your theatrical tribute band opposed to a cover band. How do you guys enjoy doing the whole theatrical production and putting on the makeup? And
I love doing it. I'm an artist, so it's just a lot of fun for me. I used to do special effects all the time, and I work in special effects industry right now, so it's just a bonus.
Yeah, it's great to bring the whole production end of it. It's not just a tribute band. We're doing the makeup, the wardrobe,
The whole
video.
the whole concept of American Zombie when we started was Hellboy Deluxe Live, the 1990
yeah.
2001. That was our goal, was to recreate that feeling and that look.
okay, that's a great album.
And it's the 23rd anniversary, 2 days ago. One of my favorite albums of all time.
There's right there. Now, did you guys start off knowing instruments from more than you guys were younger? Have you always played music?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And what instruments did you guys play in high school?
Guitar. Actually, I started with accordion when I was like grade school, forced to take a few years of that. But right after that, I got rid of it and got a wireless guitar system and just been playing guitar ever since.
Do you still know how to play the accordion?
I never tried it, but I'm sure I can do a few things. Yeah.
It started with hammered dulcimer, but you know, there's not a lot of metal bands with hammered dulcimer around, so
Yeah.
I switched
We'll
over to
start one.
guitar, and then a lot of my friends did not have bass players in their bands, so I like it's less strings, I can do it.
And RJ, you started out as a
Well, I've always been a vocalist. I did concert choir and all that. But I started playing guitar when I was 17, 18 years old. And I got really good at figuring out songs. So I got in a band right away, taught them the songs, and I ended up playing bass and keyboards. And we did like a mini tour in Minneapolis when I was like 18.
Minneapolis. Are you from Minneapolis?
I'm from Mora, Minnesota, originally.
Okay. Okay.
You
Well,
know,
I'm a Viking fan.
I've been here long enough. I have lost my accent completely. So
I'm a big Vikings fan.
Go Vikings, brother.
Oh, there you go, right there. Are you from Minnesota too, or you just like Vikings?
No, I just like
he
the
loves the
Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah, okay. I've been to Minnesota a couple of times, which is weird because when I was younger, I began to like Minnesota because I was a Prince fan. And then when I went there, I went to a Vikings game, and since then it's always been Minnesota for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys have other interests or hobbies besides music?
I like to rock.
Yeah.
Roll.
I like to write original music, perform. I also do video games, animation, graphic design.
Oh, cool.
I actually started my own production company in early 20s. It was either choose the rock and roll lifestyle or get paid. So I started my own production company, started doing sound, and I ended up doing live sound for most of the bands that I grew up listening to. So by the time we all got together, we were already professionals in whatever we were doing. So putting it all together in this American Zombie Band really is a show.
Now, when people go see the show, what are they expecting to get?
Full on explosion of lights, sound, theatrics. I mean, it's as close you can get to a zombie show.
I want to show just a snippet, maybe like a minute or
Sure.
so of
Oh, yeah.
what they'll see.
Sold out House of Blues.
2018, 2,600 people with Appetite for Destruction.
Crank it up. See it, but don't hear it.
I think it's just going.
Cool.
Now, if that don't get you pumped up, I don't know what will, because I just putting that on, I was ready. I love putting it loud and
That was an amazing show.
Yeah.
was
That
that
was-
House of
It
Blues?
was January 2018 with Appetite for Destruction's our friends. We sold out the House of Blues. We broke the attendance record.
Oh wow.
We're at 9:30 and it just was, people walk, we're stuck around the building for 7 hours just to get in.
So you played with the System of a Down that night?
No,
or-
Appetite for
Oh,
Destruction.
Appetite for yeah.
Yeah.
Appetite for Destruction.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
They're good friends of ours.
Yeah. Actually they asked if we had any room. They actually texted me and asked me if we had any more room for a band to play. So I said maybe a pop culture expo or next year. So yeah.
So they're
So
really good
so watching that, do you guys critique yourselves
all the time.
all the time?
We're
No.
always
Yeah, we're always trying to improve ourselves.
getting on, oh, you messed up that note. Oh,
Play that track better.
play that track better.
That song right when it starts, there's something about that song that just makes you want to rock. Just
It's an awesome opener.
yeah.
You know, that first song is one of the complicated ones because we're doing so many changes just in that one song.
Yeah.
You know, as a musician, that is, we're going different key changes, backing vocals. So we really hit the ground running.
Trying to breathe through those masks.
Yeah.
Wearing the
Before
mask.
COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now that was at the House of Blues.
Yeah.
Was that your most memorable performance, or do you have a most memorable performance?
I think that's one of them, but also House of Blues Hollywood. We got to play the last show before they tore it down. For the
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. Then we also did New Year's Evil,
Yeah.
where we headlined that. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Where's that show at?
That was House of Blues Hollywood as well.
Oh, that was okay.
On New Year's Eve.
We're thinking Scare Fair is gonna have some potential though, so we're depending on you all to come out and see us there
Oh
though.
yeah. Yeah. Bring
Bring it.
your
We're gonna bring it.
no. What is your worst performance that you guys could think of? I mean, what
I got one in mind.
Go ahead.
Any girl after shots of tequila, that rates up there as my worst performance.
Not
do the
for
jump?
man, John.
And
As a
would-
band, we did something out in Banning. It was a charity thing.
Oh, that
and,
one. It was a kids charity event,
Yeah, and we just ended up playing on a,
a flatbed truck
no, we didn't, no,
Oh,
we
we
didn't
did
even
that?
make it to that. We
Yeah.
ended up inside.
on the
I remember there
cement.
was some kind of pole in the middle, make sure we didn't trip over that.
Yeah.
oh, wow.
But the people that were there had a great time, rocked it,
Yeah.
it's still intimate crowd, big crowd, it's still energy and it's still
Right.
pumping and we still kicked every one of their asses.
Was
It-
that
it-
go
It's
ahead.
really challenging because, a lot of people want to book us and, we've had to really change places that we'll go play for, not because we don't want to play any show that's offered. It's just that, can't be in a small place with just a couple speakers. It's got to be in a place that can handle the loudness of adding all that additional sound from the tracks and all that extra stuff and the videos and all that stuff. Because if you're not able to put that out there, you're really robbing the audience that's coming to your facility of a much better show.
Yeah, and on that, I'm of the mindset of do it right or don't do it at all.
Right. So saying that, what is your favorite venue you guys enjoy playing?
House of Blues
The House of
Yeah.
Blues?
or
And,
Hollywood, but that's gone now. So
Anything that holds at least 1,000
Yeah.
people there.
we did a really great event too for another child charity. Was it Monsters of Mock that we did with Iron Maiden's Nightmare?
that's a female band?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I used to be Eddie for them from
Oh,
2000
cool.
2015. So I'm good friends with them. But
No.
yeah, go ahead.
Now, what is your creative process? Let's say a song that you haven't done from Rob Zombie. How do you get started on the performance of that?
Production and everything, how we get going.
Well, that's just not just production, but who begins the process of starting off with the song and then all of you guys joining in?
Well, go ahead.
First, we got to figure out whether or not we decide what we want to add element wise to the songs and the videos and everything. And then we got to make sure that the mechanical rights and all the other stuff that's needed to make sure that you don't get in trouble are available before we put that stuff out there. You can't just be making stuff and recording stuff and putting it out there without making sure you're following the proper procedures. And then if all that falls in place, we just build it from scratch, literally note for note. If there's a keyboard going, I throw it in there. If there's this, that, and the other going that, we make sure it's in there. We try to make sure that when somebody comes to see us live, they're getting as much of a sonic imprint of what they're used to hearing when they listen to the album as possible. There's nothing worse than going to see a live band, even the actual band that records the music, and half of the sound you're used to hearing to on the record's gone. So we try to reproduce what you would hear if you threw the record on as much as possible.
And I tend to sing the album version opposed to the live version, so you get the full effect.
Okay.
And I bring my own style of guitar playing to it actually, but it's heavy, it's rocking, and it's Johnny Five's a great guitar player, so it's awesome to play it, songs that he's written.
And so is Riggs. I mean,
And
Riggs
Riggs,
started
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's a great sound. You guys sound really good. Do you guys have a number of songs that you know and that you're going to perform, or is it just whatever the venue is?
Count so far.
I think as of right now, we're approaching 20 songs for this particular show.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know,
something.
can I cover the melody as well? Then
No,
are we not doing that one?
Yeah, we're gonna
Keep
be doing some final decisions today, actually, when we practice after this, and we'll finalize what we're gonna do, and
Start rehearsing.
Now, do you guys cover his covers?
Sometimes.
Like let me see.
Well, you know
Brick
what?
House.
To come and find out, all right?
Yeah.
You won't hear the new one yet. We're not up to that. We haven't got that
Oh,
one.
no, yeah. Have you guys ever been in a competition?
Yes,
Well,
as a matter
yes,
of
we
fact, just on this day about 6 years ago.
M15, right?
M15, we were at a battle of the bands there and with the Kiss tribute, who else?
Dino's band, the Tesla tribute.
I forget who all, but I know
Yeah, it was a
I know
lot of-
we
lot of friends.
won that one. But we were able to bring the full production too, so it was really a good show, good event. And yeah, it was a bit of a competition, but at the end, I don't really remember other than the fact that I think we got the most votes.
Yeah, we got the most votes, but then the production team locked themselves into the closet and wouldn't come out to give us our
Oh,
product.
wow.
Yeah, so yeah, they had like some sort of big uprising happening that night where it was just falling apart. No, they had no management, nothing. It just,
Crappy sound guy, but you know, we're not doing this to any kind of.
no, we just did it for just to play and, be seen in front of our huge fan base and, get some accolades for what we do.
Just to entertain.
Now, where are y'all from?
Originally or just locally?
Minnesota guy, right?
Right, Minnesota.
Well, okay, originally Minnesota, but I live in Long Beach.
Okay,
Yeah, we're all from, myself and John from Southern California.
Southern California.
So's our drummer.
And do you guys play all over the country?
Yeah. Mhm.
What state do you guys enjoy playing? Do you guys enjoy playing in New York?
Haven't played there yet.
They haven't gotten past west, or we've been west of the Mississippi, but
Jensen,
not,
Arizona.
not that far out.
Again, it's production. You gotta bring stuff, so.
Yeah,
You're driving long distance,
yeah. Now, have you guys ever had the opportunity to meet Rob Zombie?
I have met him a couple times. And actually, there was a voice, they had official Facebook chat going on in his forum. And someone said, hey, what do you think of American Zombie? He said, I think they're great. So I use that for a tagline.
Yeah,
But I've met him before, him and Sherry at a club down in Hollywood. They were down there just by pure chance. So I talked with them. I had a mutual friend that lived in the same complex as he did, and I talked for him a good half hour. Really nice guy.
oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah,
he's aware of us.
yeah, he knows what he knows. And I know John Five too, pretty well.
Okay. Now, do you guys enjoy his movies as well?
Yeah, I love his
Yeah,
voice.
it's a great take on Halloween.
House of
Yeah.
Thousand Corpses is the best. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
You
I
do it.
felt that movie increased what Halloween was about, gave some more information about the child, Michael Myers, and I loved it. The thing about that movie that got my attention was the sound of the bass that would play when he would appear, and it would rumble the room, and it gets you that scare element from sound. That was pretty cool.
I got a really cool analogy. I went to Halloween Haunt Night with Rob Zombie used to do. Did his first event in 1999.
Yeah, House of
Yeah,
Thousand
the-
Corpses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to the before it was House of Thousand Corpses. They had the concept and the idea of this spook show type thing with the walk of flame, everything that was in the movie later when
Mhm.
Captain Spaulding's walking around. It was an actual physical set. I got to walk around.
Oh, that's cool.
Then Rob Zombie got the deal to make House of Thousand Corpses based on that.
Well, that is cool.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we all have kind of a love for Halloween, really. For me personally, I used to do the production for the Queen Mary Shipwreck Halloween.
Okay.
So I designed the whole the audio and lighting of that back in the 90s, late 90s. And so Halloween's always been a huge party. And then we just make a party of it every time we play.
I like candy.
Candy.
I also work for Icons of Darkness, which is a huge exhibit that's happening. It just got moved to the Chinese Man Theater, but I'm not a part of it right now, but I helped last year. Also, I did huge Halloween parties that were on Beverly Hills. Once a year, I'd be dressed up like Dracula or Texas Chainsaw Massacre or something. With Rich Correll, who's an amazing guy, huge collection, the nicest guy too. He did Hannah Montana. He did Growing Pains, Family Ties. I mean, it goes on, not Family Ties, but Growing Pains and Family Matters. Just amazing director.
That's cool. Are you guys aware of our lineup of celebrities at Scare Fair?
I saw some of them. It's quite impressive.
Dr. Satan, Walter Phelan. I just interviewed him last week. He's now up on our website with the interview. Very interesting guy. He does a lot more than just the acting, but does a lot of theatrics and with a lot of movies that I had no idea he was part of. He's going to be there along with Eileen Dietz from The Exorcist. She played
cool.
the demon. We have Lisa Wilcox from Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. And we have Joe Bob Briggs
From the drive-in.
from the
in
drive-in.
Washington.
Yes.
Yeah, he's great.
We're going to have him and his mail girl there.
Cool.
So there's some other celebrities. Missy Sahagan, she's a new actress, just coming out with the Appetite for Sin. Some gals from the Taki horror podcast show, which is from Universal Studios. They're going to be here as well. So, and John Massari, who's the composer of Killer Clowns. So
Oh, awesome.
yeah, great cast.
I got to work with the Chiodo brothers for a little bit. They're awesome.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. On what?
Well, it was a project for Metallica, but I can't really talk about it right now.
Okay. Yeah. John Massari, he's gonna be there. He's done a few concerts himself. I think a Hollywood Bowl or something like that. Yeah, the Hollywood Bowl. Yeah. He's a very nice guy. He loves doing these. He does it for charity as well. Yeah. So is there anything that you guys enjoy doing outside of being in a band?
Well, I love what I do, which is production. So mixing them together on stage is pretty much, doesn't get any better than that. John and I work together doing production for corporate events as well. And of course, other bigger events, live sound concerts, but obviously it's been kind of slow, but we'll be back into it soon. And just traveling, seeing the world and experiencing life.
Oh, cool.
Go
go ahead.
But I do animation. I do video game sprites, character design, storyboards, stuff like that for independent projects. I also buy and resell retro games. I Blaze Retro Games. So kind of part of my history since I used to make them, kind of like full circle.
That's cool.
No, it really works where RJ creates a design. John creates our content video, and I bring the production to put it all together. So really, it's a great team we got going on here.
Oh, that's cool. That you guys all collaborate to do different things that put your show together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, who else? If it wasn't Rob Zombie, who else are you guys inspired by, or would if you weren't doing a tribute band for Rob Zombie, who else would you be doing?
Spinal Tap.
Twisted Sister.
Infant Sorrow.
Ministry.
Did you say Twisted Sister?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Do you guys ever get nervous going on stage?
No,
Yeah.
No,
it's second nature now.
I think you get nervous about, 30 seconds before you go on, and it's just about let's go out there and hit it with all the energy. And then as soon as you hit that first chord and run out there and the crowd is feeding back at you, all of that goes away immediately.
Yeah, it's just really a conscious attempt to step into an archetype of large and big and
Bigger than life.
powerful, and it's just a matter of flipping a switch. We get up on stage and we just do it.
Yeah, you can't be nervous when people have paid good money to come see you. That's
Yeah.
You owe it to every single person in that audience to make sure that they're having a good time, and I feel very fortunate that anybody would want to take a moment of their time out of their day to make me feel like a rock star. So I want to make sure that they feel like they're getting a show.
When you guys are growing up, what music was your choice of music that you'd go out to a record store and buy either the CDs or the tapes or the records?
Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne, Iron Maiden, but then it got to the point, for me, where the music started changing to Motley Crue and Poison, and that's where I was like, nope. So I went to Death Angel, Testament, and then continued with Fear Factory. Then right now, my favorite artists are like Devin Townsend and as a band Symphony X, and it just doesn't get any better than that, and anything else just pales in comparison.
So you skipped the hairbound phase.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. What about you, RJ?
AC/DC, Def Leppard, Kiss, Wasp, LA Guns, Judas Priest. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
They all, the Motley Crue, they all affect you, I mean,
Yeah.
for my original bands, like Mother Mercy, which is my LA glam band, it's like Motley Crue, LA Guns, Kiss. That was the idea for that one. And then when we started doing industrial metal with the Next Inferno, John and I did, we took like Ministry, we took Iced Earth, we took flavors of Disturbed, a little bit of Evanescence, it's industrial but with melody, and that was our whole goal at that time.
Yeah, that was in the '90s right there, and these guys were out playing these clubs, and I was the guy doing sound at these clubs, so we go way back.
Oh, so you knew them, you knew of them. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
I've always liked the power metal stuff. I've always loved the big vocal sound, the big, the classical influence that power metal has. So like for me right now with Halloween getting back together with the Kai Hansen and Michael Kiske and doing those reunion things, that's right now I'm like a pig in slop right now with the music that's happening. Bands like Avantasia that a lot of people don't even know about. I'm wearing their shirt right now. If you can imagine Halloween and Meatloaf with like 8 singers all going on at one time, that's what you're getting with Avantasia. It's like amazing vocalists and stuff. Bands like Soul Spell from Brazil, another great band. There's so much music that's out right now that unfortunately you'll mention these bands and people in America have no clue because they don't get any exposure out here unless people that are fans, tell you. And, there's a lot of music that's being missed right now that people are hungry for, and you've just got to be diligent and do your homework and go out and search for what you're looking for as a metalhead these days. And that's
these days, it's hard to find that type of music anymore because you can't just turn on the radio and turn it on. You have to go to a specific station on Spotify or something to get some of the newer music. Now Kiss was one of those bands that was one of the first bands that started out being at the Yachiko band, and people people feel indifferent about them, saying that they were more of a merchandising band.
Yeah.
Were they big influences on you guys as well?
On me, for sure.
Yeah, and I don't really understand the whole idea of people being anti-merchandising band or anti-commercial band. Any band that ever left their garage and started playing in a live venue is a commercial band. Otherwise, they'd stay in their garage and not be known by anybody. And if they try to tell you any different, if anybody tries to tell you it's never about the money, it's never about, I didn't want to be this, they're lying to you and themselves. They all wanted the girls. They've all wanted to make the money. They all wanted to be up on the stage and be in the lights. It's it's a
part of it.
Yeah. So I really laugh when I hear people say, "Oh, it was never about the money." Well, then how come you did your 8 reunion tours?
Right. Are you guys a big fan of the Stones?
I respect the Stones, absolutely.
I was bummed to hear about Charlie's passing.
Yeah, Charlie passed away.
That guy was not the flashiest drummer in the world, but you could set your clock and your watch by his timing. His tempo was impeccable.
Yeah.
I mean, if you shot good Stones, go watch Martin Scorsese Shine a Light. That's just an amazing concert film.
All right.
I don't know how many times.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I seen the Rolling Stones at the Hollywood Bowl a few years back. I took my mom to go see them. I had always wanted to go see them, but their energy at that age is just incredible. Yeah.
Same with a band like Kiss, they're still doing this. They're still
End
rocking
of the
and
road.
rolling, man.
It's the end of the road this
It's a
time.
great
So they
show
say.
every time.
The
I've
lead singer,
seen their last end of the road show, I think 3 times already.
The third end of the road.
Third in a row, fourth
Yeah.
one coming up.
Yeah.
the lead singer of Kiss, is just did a doo-wop album, and
Yeah.
it actually sounds pretty good. And now I grew up listening to doo-wop because my father was from that era, and growing up in a household where that's all we heard during that time. And the 70s, I would listen to doo-wop, which is the 50s, and then my mom was a Rolling Stones fan. But listening to him do doo-wop, uh, and doing something different than what he's used to doing, it's pretty cool. I thought I really digged it.
Is that the one he did Oh Child on?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really good. The Paul Stanley and the Soul Station.
yeah, pasta. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
Well,
really
he
good.
also did Phantom of the Opera, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
So Sebastian Bach.
yeah, he did Phantom of the Opera, I think in Toronto, I want to say.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Now, going back to Rob Zombie, now with him being more of a horror type director in movies and producer in movies, and when you see his band, he's got some horror elements to it. Do you guys also like the horror genre?
Oh, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
like the more psychological type, like what he did for Halloween
Oh yeah,
was really good. That remake and how he made it more about his all his childhood traumas and the mask that he wears, all the masks that he created, all the shadow things that really interest me.
are there any movies that stand out? Not just Rob Zombie movies, but horror movies that stand out?
Dead Silence,
That's
James Wong. I don't know if you've seen it. It's about dummies, but it's amazing. 13 Ghosts, one of my favorites.
13 Ghosts. That's a good one.
Yeah, Blue House.
It's-
The Conjuring series is amazing. I've just started getting into those.
Did you like the last one?
Yeah. The Devil Made Me Do It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny?
I thought the Conjuring stuff was pretty good. I think my favorite of those was The Nun was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The Nun was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like I tend to like the more corny, campy, the more gory and stupid it
Evil
is,
Dead?
the more I enjoy it, because it's just like, it's like, ah, ha, ha, that's so funny. It never happened like that, but it's great to watch. I mean, it's the best are the ones that have the bad editing where you see stuff happening and it's like, oh, there's the guy holding it in place and it didn't get
The
edited
script didn't
out.
get out. Yeah.
It's
Anytime
funny.
this is on TV, I'll tune into that one.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, of course. Nightmare on
Evil
Elm Street.
Dead. That's my favorite one.
Yeah,
Evil
Freddy,
Dead.
Jason, and all that.
Yeah, it's funny how when you get older, you could see more of the editing that you watch a movie and you see it differently than when you're a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The worst is like, I was telling a friend the other day, like, watching The Land of the Lost as a kid. It was like, oh my God, that was awesome. And then a couple of years ago, there was a Land of the Lost marathon and I turned it on and it was like, wow.
What's this crap?
The dinosaur animation was the same every single time. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Evil Dead at the time, I used to watch that movie over and over and over. And I wasn't afraid of it. It wasn't scary to me. It's more funny to me. But I look back on it, it's such a classic. I love that movie.
Well, Sam Raimi's a genius. The way he did the camera angles and did
Yeah.
like Travel of Deadites.
Yeah.
No one did that before. And the extreme close-ups he did.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to see the newer Evil Dead?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I know I missed that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually scarier than the original. Not too much. I don't know if he meant to put comedy into the original, but I found it kind of funny. But there's nothing like that in the remake. It's
You've seen the Star series as well?
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, there's like 3 seasons of Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
Ash for the Evil
Yeah,
Dead.
yeah. Asking the Evil. Yes, I did see that. I've seen. I think the first series, that was it. But I gotta go back and watch them again. Are you guys big Shutter fans?
The channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I'll put it on there sometimes. You find some gems that you haven't seen for a long time, and it's great because you'll see these movies that are just great but god awful at the same time, and see people that are like superstars now that were just playing these little tiny parts in those movies. And you're like,
Jennifer Aniston
"Oh, look at
and
that."
Leprechaun. and-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was at the KNEC screening for Leprechaun.
Oh.
Back in 95, I think it was.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
NAC days are going
Yeah.
way back.
Was Jennifer Aniston in that movie?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
was one of our first things.
yeah. One of her first movies, or first, yeah, one of her first acting gigs. Yeah. Have you guys ever thought about being actors?
I've done acting.
Oh, you did acting. Okay.
I did theater in college and high school, so yeah, I think you kind of have to have the same screws loose to do that as you do to go up on stage and put
Right.
stuff out there like that.
An opportunity, sure.
Because that's what you guys do, the theatrics. That's what makes you guys so good, is that you guys take the performance on the stage and bring out the theatrics. And
Exactly.
um,
You become the character. That's the whole thing.
do you guys study the characters, or study the drummer, study the guitarist, so that you
I
get their
definitely study
movements?
Zombie, how he moves, how he presents himself, his mannerisms.
Yeah.
As best as possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some things he can do that I can't do. but-
Yeah, I mean, we don't go up there and imitate
Exactly.
moves or anything.
Yeah,
You get the
No,
flavor of it.
Yeah, we're our own personalities up there.
Yeah.
But the music is tight,
Yeah,
it's
we-
powerful.
We try to throw as much of the, when we do our videos and stuff, we try to put flashes of the actual zombie up there and everything. Cause we're not trying to make people think that we are that or not. We want people to feel like they're at a zombie show. So the more of those images that they see of the actual Rob Zombie and stuff, where they can just suspend that disbelief a little bit and feel like they're having that experience. That's what we're going for. It's not about look at us, look at us. It's about celebrating the
music
the
of Rob
essence
Zombie and White
and the
Zombie.
feel of that of Rob Zombie and White Zombie, and that's what we're trying to get across here.
so what came first for you guys, putting the name together or putting the band together? Was it
Name
American-
first.
Name first.
Yeah, and then we just started designing everything around that. Came with the logos.
And whose idea? All of yours collaborated?
I think it started with RJ for sure. And then, like I said, we had a party once where we played a Rob Zombie song, and then it's like, hey, let's.
My initial name was Dragula, was what I was thinking calling it. But then I go, okay, if you're in the tribute band directory, there's A, so you want to be A, so American Zombie. So that's where it came from. Plus, Zombie is very patriotic. He, like Sinister Urge, he's got that whole video with all the flags and stuff. It kind of inspired it. All American Nightmare. I just thought it fit really well. And my friend Chris Roner thought of it as well with me. So we kind of co-worked on that. He played at the beginning.
On some of your YouTube videos, you have the logo of American Zombie real big, and it has the red, white, and blue with stripes.
Yeah. That was the original idea for the logo. And then
America.
another friend of mine helped me. He designed the new version that we're using right now, the splatter version.
And
went-
do you do a lot of that as well, with the graphics,
Yeah.
with the
Yes, I
American
do.
Zombie? Okay.
Yep. The graphic design I sent you, I did that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
The one for with all of us is sketched. My good friend Brent Banks took our photos from live events, and I did a collage of it. Then I hand drew and created the graphic out of it.
Yeah, the three of us together, we're a fully functioning post-production, graphic arts and media facility.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
Well, you put the package together really well. It
So,
looks really good.
Yeah.
Your stage performance is on cue. It's really freaking phenomenal.
Thank you.
When we were looking at bands to play for so close to Halloween, because Scare Fair is on the 30th, there two bands popped up in my head, and your band was one of the first. But the second band was the Oingo Boingo tribute band, but the best Oingo Boingo tribute band has actual Oingo Boingo members in it.
Yeah. Is that Dead Man's Party?
Yeah, Dead Man's Party. So
yeah.
it's like you're gonna pay for having Oingo Boingo there with
Yeah, we're cheap.
without the lead
Sure.
singer. Yeah. So yeah, but you guys are great. I'm going to be glad to have you guys there.
We're still looking forward to it, Eddie. Thank you.
Yeah, we've gotten feedback from people about our show that don't even know Rob Zombie, and they really enjoy what we're doing. They're like, wow, that's really cool. Oh, that's Rob Zombie. Okay, so it's almost, we're bringing a different flavor to it, and people are really digging it. Even if you're not a Rob Zombie fan, I think after watching this, you'll become one.
Rob, Rob
it's-
Zombie, go ahead. Yeah.
What? I'm sorry.
Rob Zombie did something different with the music. And it wasn't just rock, but he also likes that
Which one again?
that dance music.
Yeah, he mixes
He
like
mixes it.
like in a ministry type style.
Yeah.
Beats, that stuff.
Yeah, it's how he did brick house. I mean,
Yeah,
that's in all of his music, but you just hear it in Brick House because that's an iconic song. But he has it in all his music. It's there's always a good melody, a good rhythm,
That's
a
what you're
fast
looking
beat.
at. You know, as a guitar player, it's totally different style than what I grew up playing. I'm playing Randy Rhoads and Priest and Maiden. And then when Rob Zombie came around, it's like, okay, this is a different flavor, and I like it. You know, it's hard, heavy tone, but a different flavor to it. You know, and it's groove and it's rocking. You know what?
Yeah.
Girls like it.
Do you feel it's a faster pace as well?
It can be depending on the song, for
Yeah, some
sure.
songs-
I mean, there's some of those.
super beast. That's
yeah.
super fast.
So it really just depends, you know, we like playing the heavier stuff as a whole. We like playing the super heavier stuff, the grinding stuff. We do play a lot of the more older Zombie and White Zombie stuff than the new stuff. But you know, there's songs that come out here and there that we're like, we need to add that, and we do. Anything from, you know, like Teenage Nosferatu Pussy to Two-Lane Blacktop, all that. We like to throw in stuff that people, you know, might not be
Or
expecting
don't
to hear.
expect it completely.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, you're doing that one?
Yeah, that's cool. I just realized that he doesn't have any slow songs, or like a
yeah, he does
melody,
actually.
does he?
He
Which
does.
one?
Thousand Corpses, the song. We don't
Oh
give
yeah,
it
yeah,
pussy liquor.
but it's not. That's not really like a like a, I don't want to say a romantic song, but a slower.
No.
Yeah.
It's not really.
Not
really.
Girl
Yeah.
Loves a Monster. That's on Venomous Rat Generator.
Mhm.
There is what's the other one that's slow? Oh, The Man Who Laughs.
Oh, the man who laughs. There you go.
Yeah, but I mean they're not really ballads. He doesn't.
No,
do-
he doesn't do ballads. Yeah.
I feel like he sits around and he comes up with a song idea and he's like, can a stripper dance to this? Okay.
Well,
I think American
Yeah,
Witch.
I like the dance karaoke.
I think American Witch, Educated Horses, was his more 70s approach to rock.
oh yeah.
He had, you know, The Spider Sleeps Tonight, which is a great song. You know, he's got what is it? Foxy. You know, American Witch is on there. That's the standout one. Lords of Salem's good. You know, that's more stripped down version Zombie. And then he came back hard with Hellboy Deluxe 2.
Well, it was great talking to you guys. Great having you on. I really enjoyed our conversation. Looking forward to having you at Scare Fair.
Yeah, thank you.
October
wait.
30th. October 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Victorville, California, San Bernardino Fairgrounds. Come out, get your tickets on pcehd.com. Where can we find you guys on social media?
American Zombie, Rob Zombie Tribute on Facebook. American Zombie 6 on Instagram. That's our main social stuff right now.
And on YouTube, you have your videos as well.
Yeah, American Rob Zombie Show, I think, or American Rob Zombie Tribute, I think it's called.
Yep. You can find me at Johnny Embers on Facebook, and I share our stuff as well as other projects that I'm involved with there. So
TS Productions, we'll bring it.
RJ Blaze, Instagram, Facebook.
Cool. Okay, well, we're looking forward to having you guys out. Looking forward to the show. We know you're gonna put on a fucking rocking show. It's gonna be badass. Can't wait.
we're looking forward to
It's
it.
gonna be awesome.
Okay, well, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Signing
Appreciate it.
out. I'm
All right,
Eddie.
have a good one.
Thank you for watching my Public Life as American Nerd. Have a good one, guys.
Hell yeah!